Welcome to what Clemson folks call the original Death Valley. Stop and take in this scene. One of the great environments in the sport, and this place is charged up today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Clemson Tigers.
Go to get that. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it, Coach.
Let's get the action on the field.
Give me. Get it from that corner.
And the Tigers will kick this deep to get us going.
Who won it?
And the returner
Here won it. You do it, so now it's summer. And quit. Oh, go somewhere.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up 4 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds his man. It's Turner.
Dude, I'm not bothered by that. You better go sit on this bed and watch this. Go now. Now.
Off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Makes a quick catch. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Well, Coach, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, you're going to throw for the first down. It's complete downfield. And he goes down after a big chunky play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
Well, this is why
all right, that's too loud and you got to move.
In college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Turner. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they bring him down. Blocker's not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense they wanted a little bit more of that pitch.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Third down, out of the shotgun. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him first down yardage.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Snags a quick throw. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
No problem. Knocks it right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's how to start the drive.
Get your butt over here.
I know someone I can make right back.
Fresh set it out for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Short schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play.
Next time.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they've got him, the defense, with a tackle for loss to wrap up the first quarter play.
Get over here before you unplug the internet. Come here.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense facing 2nd and goal. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Second down and goal upcoming. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll have to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
PAT makes the score 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signal for it taken. The powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the touchdown loss, it's second and long from the 22. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Hit just as he throws the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
Oh, get it. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Morton. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. Delivers quickly to the left side, and he pulls in the catch. And they'll move to 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another first and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. It's an out route. The catch made.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The Dogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. Fourth down conversion using a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Okay, get to the line quickly. Catch made on the out route. The ball is loose. Recovered by the offense and good for first down yardage.
Oh, my gosh. The defense did what they needed to do to rip that ball loose. It's on the ground. But for the offense, they're extremely fortunate that the receiver himself was able to recover the ball after that fumble.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Now it's second down here. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he fires the football to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they stop him? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Oh, and it's a fumble. It's a turnover.
Man, that one hurts, especially as you're trying to close the gap just before halftime.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive to come out throwing. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Contact as he threw it. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick this away to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the right side. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. He'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner looking to make a play here. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22. The Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's an out route. The catch made.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Looking to throw yet again. And here comes a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
So second down after the incompletion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
4 set of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He bought some time, now lets it go. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And on the carry, he's heading left. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Same tailback, another carry. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Motion now from the tight end. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Handoff from the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Tight end goes in motion. And the single back takes the handoff. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Important second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. to bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
It moves to 2nd down.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Now they'll try to tack on the PAT late in this close game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Georgia.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. So it's going to come down to this, Kirk. Can this offense execute when it matters most?
Chris, it's a rivalry game. It's a 2-minute drill. You work on this all year, especially this week. They've emphasized it. Now you get your opportunity. And don't forget about the defense out there. If they can get these guys off the field, they can secure a victory.
First down for the offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Clock way downfield for a huge gain. First down, the clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But it could go for two to try to take the lead.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Your worst-case scenario, go to overtime, but can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try at 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. That's a design quarterback keeper. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Looks like the defense has it. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. First down here for this offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all. I think he was just desperate to try to come up with a play, and, man, it did not work out. That is a significant loss for the offense.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Big throw caught on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the extra point was up and good.
Georgia, 31, Clemson, 24.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll run it here. And that run produces a decent gain.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
A gain makes it second and medium.
42 Spider.
And now the running back's got it again. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So here comes a crucial third down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. It's intercepted. A crucial overtime mistake. Going the other way, can they catch him? What a way to end it. A turnover to decide the game. In these overtime games, Kurt, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.